right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the weekend. Welcome to Blind Guy,
His wife,
Their Life Live. I'm Corey, the blind guy.
LaQuita Marie, his wife.
And we're here today to share with you how we do life as we change the narrative of what it means to be normal and shift the focus from people being disabled to being differently able by sharing different aspects of our life. This is going to be a fun 30 minutes where you get to meet some fabulous people.
Absolutely fabulous. So for today's topics, guys, we have a special guest, and this special guest is living my best life in Ghana. That means that you might see something good, you might see something great, you might see something fabulous. I don't know. But today's special guest is living my best life in Ghana. And we also have our guest. Today's word on the street is going to be with Rosie. So you guys are really going to have some fun with today's episode. Now, Corey, folks are already in here saying hello. Blind Guy, his wife, their life, one of our Watoto, one of our children, is already saying, hey, y'all.
Hey, babies. Hey, Watotos.
Yes, and Shine Bright is saying, grand rising, happy Friday.
Shine bright. You guys a nice sunny day going out here. Thank you.
Absolutely. Black Love is simply beautiful. Bliss B is saying, hey.
Bliss B, the MC, poetess supreme.
Yes, Bliss B has the best channel ever. If you are looking for books, ebooks, this is where you go. I mean, you can just listen to chapters and chapters of African authors, Black Africans, how do you say it? Black Africans, Black Americans, Black
Africans throughout the diaspora.
There you go. That's the best way to say it. You can find them all on Bliss B. I'm listening to The Miseducation of the Negro by Carter G. Woodson right now, and it's just a mind blower. The way this brother was writing back then is like relevant today. So thank you, Bliss B, for everything you do.
And Dr. Carter G. Woodson, of course, is the creator of what we now call Black History Month. He basically just took the month of February and made it a history month for African American celebration. And speaking of creating different celebrations, this series is all about right now. We're in the holiday season,
so
we're focusing on Kwanzaa.
We are focusing on Kwanzaa, but one of your old work wives, Jessica Pitts, she says, "Hey guys,
hey JDP in the house."
I was thinking, like, wait, is that the Jessica? That's my girl. Hey Jessica.
Yeah, JDP in the house. You gotta get her Watoto up here one day to do a word on the street.
Absolutely. We're gonna get her children on, and Bliss B says, thank you. Listen right here. Yep, that's her channel. And of course, thanks Shine Bright for making sure everyone is smashing that like button. That means you hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. That's what we mean when we say hit the button. It's not a button, it's just a little picture of a hand and a thumb. You guys have seen that thumb. Go out and click it.
Now, talking about Bliss B reading, it's so amazing because I listened to some of her reading of the book by Carter G. Woodson, Dr. Carter G. Woodson, The Miseducation of the Negro. She's like, the miseducation of the Negro begins with, and it's like, wow.
Her reading voice is amazing.
Really amazing. So
speaking of words, let's get right into our word on the street with our guest, Rosie. But we've got to give her a proper introduction. So Corey, go for it.
It's time for today's word on the street with Rosie.
Well, I thought we were going to have our background music. Hold on a second, guys. We got to cue the background music because I didn't hear it. Hold on a second.
It's time.
Production, we need background music for Rosie. All right, we got it going on. Do that one more time.
It's time for today's word on the street with Rosie. What? She was saying the word already. Can you say that again? Yes.
Determination.
You're exactly right. Rosie, at the age of 6.5, it says Kuji Chagulia is one of the Kwanzaa principles for the second day of Kwanzaa, and Kuji Chagulia means self-determination. You want to explain that?
Well, self-determination, you can do whatever you believe you can do, which means Rosie, that means you can be anything you want to be. You don't have to be just one thing. Like I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm an aunt, I'm also a chef, I'm also a nurse, I'm also a driver. That's one of my favorite things to do. So Rosie, tell us some of the things that you want to do in your life. You can tell us anything that you want to do. What do you want to do?
I want to be a teacher to help other little kids, and I want to be a nurse to help other sick people because COVID may not end. And I want to be a police officer, and I wanted to just do whatever I want, like be an airplane driver.
So
that's a wonderful one. Airplane driver. We have a lot of Black men and women that fly airplanes. Like you don't just have to be the stewardess. That's a really good one to be, the airplane driver. The pilot, that's a good seat to be in.
So Rosie, you can be whatever you want to be. Just remember, use your Kuji Chagulia. So everybody, let's give Rosie a couple of hand claps. And Rosie, we want to thank you for doing our word on the street today.
Yeah, because people are saying, welcome, Rosie. That's what Sean Bright said. And then Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life. I think that's Bunny Fetty Cakes Coco. They said, yes, Rosie. Bliss B says, oh, welcome, Rosie. Coochie Chagulia. Everybody is clapping for you. They're so excited. We really appreciate you being here today. So thank you so much, Rosie. Oh, even XDMC is clapping, and he's a DJ. He's usually mixing records and creating commercials and video games and movies, but he's clapping for you today.
And he was born son of Byford Bruck. Nah.
All right, Rosie, we're going to wave goodbye. Thank you.
Rosie. Now, normally at this time, we have our story time with the blind guy, but today's special guest, we want to give them all the time we could give them because they are a story in themselves.
Absolutely.
And they embody the principle of Kuji Chagulia, self-determination. I know some of you are wondering why I'm wearing a necklace with the African continent on it and a Bei Shaolin Kung Fu shirt. Well, it's because this was given to me by our special guests today, who have used their self-determination to do all sorts of wonderful things here in America and on the continent of Africa, specifically in Ghana. We want to introduce to you none other than our friends from the YouTube channel, Living My Best Life in Ghana.
All right, let's give them a great big hand and a wonderful intro.
It's time for today's special guest, our friends from Living Their Best Life in Ghana.
Hey. Our team is dancing
Corey, hey, I got a correction. We are your sister and your brother. Don't call us no friend no more. We past that.
Now, see, everybody, I just got a virtual spanking on the live. So we want to introduce you guys. We have Power and Future, a husband and wife team that we've grown to know and love, and they're very inspirational to a lot of people. And we got a lot of kids out here that are watching, and a lot of families that are watching, because we talk about you guys a lot.
We do.
So we want to get right into it.
So we've got people just congratulating you and welcoming you. Bliss B is giving a hand clap. Shine Bright is saying, welcome, Limblig, and that stands for Living My Best Life in Ghana, because you guys have been living in Ghana for the past 13 years, and you're back to the States because you have family in both places and you love them all. So let's get right into it.
So we've been talking.
Corey, I'm gonna step out of the studio.
We've been talking about in our lives here today, in this series of lives, we're leading up to our annual Harambe for the holidays, which is our annual Kwanzaa celebration. And it's usually a stage play production that we do that features stories and folklore that we bring to life from Africa in the form of a play script. Now, you guys have your own business, Nappy by Nature, and you specialize in natural hair and herbal products, but it's also more of a cultural center. It seems like a cultural center. It is a cultural center because you guys host your own Kwanzaa. Can you tell us about how you guys have done Kwanzaa in the past?
Oh yes, every year we normally do the Kuji Chagalia, which is the second day of Kwanzaa. Every year we normally do that, and we always had a wall-to-wall packed house of African people so interested in our culture and wanted to learn more and have that experience together for us to practice the 7 principles of Kwanzaa at that very day. But we should be practicing these principles daily in our everyday life. Kwanzaa should be 365 days of the year for every African when you are African centered. So we want to encourage our family out here to go ahead and introduce these principles to your family. Make sure every child know at least one or two of them to share your Kwanzaa time together and be so elated about the blackness of our African culture and how things really can change around for you when you accept and know that you are African, and the power behind knowing your African selves as African people. We are a grand people. We are the greatest to ever do it. Will be the greatest to ever do it again. So if we just take this time and relish it and get into our African culture, we will be straight, because the Kwanzaa principles are the exact thing that we need to do this.
Look, and one thing about too, when y'all do your Kwanzaa celebrations, make your Kwanzaa celebrations very live, because you want to make them appealing to the children, because a lot of us are African-centered people. We've withdrawn from that Xmas situation. And if you have children that have been accustomed to doing that, you have to give them something in replacement. Now, when I'm saying that replacement, like giving them saying this is an African Christmas, no, that's not what I'm saying. When you take something away in learning and growth and development, you have to replace what you took away and replace it with something that's theirs, that their own, they can take pride in. Because Christmas is one day. Kwanzaa is 7 days.
7 days. And you know, right now I'm sharing on the screen some photos from last year's Kwanzaa that we hosted, Corey and I, our organization, Atumpan Edutainment. These are, you know, just pictures, like you said, make it live. There's Coco right there in that little monkey suit. She was a little monkey trying to get water. Yes, trying to get water from the river, you know, and so she was trying to get the lion at the river. And then there's another one where Kofi wanted the moon. So we had puppets, we had adults, we had children, we had dancers. And
I had to be in there. This looks absolutely beautiful. I would have loved to be in there, but many more to come, and we all got to make sure we make y'all do a production on the continent.
That's it. You know, that's the goal. We're trying to get to the continent because we, speaking of water, you know, you guys, we want to talk a little bit about what you guys are doing with your water initiative, because everybody is excited about this. Everybody's excited about whatever you do. You know, we got XDMC in here talking about they got the Trailer Man voice intro. So, Corey, just so you know,
thank you, XDMC.
Right. So, XDMC, if y'all need people to work under the table, we ain't trying to mess up nobody's check. Get Corey to do that. And then we got our kids saying, "Hey, Aunt Future and Uncle Power.
Hey, y'all, what's up? Practice y'all kung fu stretch every day, splits every day."
Hey, all right, that's it. Bliss B. Corey, she's saying shout out to us, the tech crew. Great job. She enjoyed that intro music. And now, Power, I don't know if you can really give him one of these Blackfish Shot Share shirts, because Corey is a true martial artist. XDMC, he just got a profile picture. We don't really know about him. You know?
Show him some, Corey. Show him one of your moves.
Can you hold this?
I can hold this. And Jatan is saying, deify yourselves. In other words, do what you can where you are. You don't have to wait until you get to, you don't have to celebrate everybody else's holidays. I'm just trying to talk through this because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I want to encourage him. I hope XDMC is taking tips. You know, you got to earn this shirt. This shirt.
We're working on his cheap power. His breathing. Oh, Golden Rooster stands on one leg. I see it.
My name
For bang.
No.
HDMC, I got you, man. I got you. Just tell me your size. I got a couple of things to you and Dwayne anyway. I got you. I just been moving. That's all.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about this water initiative because, you know, we've been working closely together and we use our children in our productions as much as you can. They're doing background music, they're tech people, and they do a lot of voiceover. So we're going to show that water commercial to explain to people what this initiative is about. And then you guys can give us more information because we need as many people on the train as possible.
There's Moses West. He created the water machines. Moses West rescued people from Flint, Michigan, and from Puerto Rico with fresh water out of thin air. Donate so we can get a machine that makes water out of thin air.
Right. That was just amazing. That's a good summary of what this initiative is all about. So you guys tell us. Oh, by the way, shout out to Coco. That was her voiceover.
I was just gonna ask you which one was it?
Yeah, that's Coco, baby.
So
with Moses West Foundation, I actually saw Moses West a long time ago. We both did. We was watching some videos and was like, who's this black guy right here? Okay, what is he doing? Usually I see stuff, I just click, scroll past it, but I saw him. I was like, let me see what this brother doing. And when I saw the water machine, I was blown away. Making something from thin air, I mean, it blew my mind. And so progression on the story, well, years later, we was like, we came across him again. And we was like, well, look, baby, we need to find out what we need to do to take a couple of these machines to Africa.
Right.
And from there,
y'all say stuff and then y'all just do it. Because y'all, you know, I gotta interrupt. Because, you know, here's the thing, quiet as it's kept, you guys over in Ghana, you know, you have provided an entire village with electricity. You have provided them with employment by, you know, creating a business there, a company that they can create products, soap and other things. And y'all don't talk about those things, but you're doing it. Y'all were the ones that took the cast and crew and said, oh, we got the connections over in Africa to create this film Coming to Africa. And y'all just do it. So go ahead on and tell us about how you were like, okay, let's bring Moses West. We got to bring one of these water machines to Africa. Go ahead.
If you got a chance to share the screen for us, I have put it up there about Mr. West.
I can do it.
All right. I wanted to let you all know these machines you have got to do your research on so that you can become an active member of our water initiative. It's called Out of Thin Air Water Initiative. We are endorsing Mr. Moses West Foundation and his machine 1000% because we know that these machines are what we need to combat all of the water crisis and problems that we have wherever African people are, with the poisoned water, the contaminated water, to the lack of water, to water famine, food famine. If we get these machines as a household name, just like our oven, our refrigerator, we will not have to disturb the earth, pulling moisture from the earth when we can just create water out of thin air with these machines. So let's get on board. Let's understand how important Africans are to each other. We can do this on our own. We don't need anybody else. But these machines are what it's going to take to make us be happy and be very proactive in our efforts. I'm going to go down just a moment and show you the machines themselves. They run off of solar renewable energy. They are ran by generator as well. He's even making the machines where they will also be able to run off of 110 and 220. Okay, but this machine on the right, is no more. It's a misnomer. This is the machine that he took to Flint, Michigan, and the one that he used in Puerto Rico. But the brother's so advanced with his technology as he creates these machines that he has scaled this machine down to the machine on the left that will do the same thing the machine on the right would do, but all you have to do is connect your 5,000-gallon tank to receive the water once the machine generates the water. What else can you ask for? We are making sure that we get these machines to Africa with your help or without, but we prefer with your help because we know the importance of us bringing these machines to the motherland. He has promised us not one, but 2 of these machines. So we are going to do it. Hope you want to be a part of this, and thank you for listening. Thank you, Kwee and Corey, for having us on.
Well, go ahead, Corey.
I was going to say, yeah, and it's really cool about how this works. I mean, the machine just takes the moisture out of the air, the humidity in the air, and then creates 500 liters of water a day. And that's amazing science from a person, again, self-determination. I'm going to be a scientist and I'm going to figure this out to help people around the world. So you guys are doing the same thing through LivingMyBest and or Living My Best Life in Ghana. And Sunday, we are actually working with you to do an extreme-a-thon called Make It Rain.
Yeah.
Extreme-a-thon. So join
Make it rain. Yeah.
So we're going to have you make sure you join us from.
Now I want to ask real quick the donations that people can make. I know on Cash App is #OTA Water. On PayPal is paypal.me/OTA Water.
Yes, it is. That's the exact Cash App and PayPal. Don't hesitate. Just send your donations. We would appreciate you being a part of bringing these machines to Africa, whereas your family will look back 100 years from now and say, you know what? We helped these machines first come to Africa. Now these machines are all over the continent because of us from the very beginning. Be one of those people that takes advantage of this opportunity to support Black, support our own, and get these machines into everyone's home.
Well, we're going to shift gears a little bit and ask you another question because you guys, again, embody Kujichagulia. Like, I didn't even know that was the day you guys normally host your Kwanzaa celebration.
And speaking of their Kwanzaa celebration, Corey, I'm going to share the screen again because one of our people here, XDMC, mentioned in the comments that he noticed when I shared it earlier, he shared that the background of their Kwanzaa celebration is where the movie Coming to Africa was filmed.
That's exactly what I was going to go with this. This part of your self-determination is, I know Power Future said many times that you have had a dream. One of your dreams was to be an actor and to produce movies. You had a great opportunity to work with your cousin, who was the director and writer, Anwar Jameson, to bring a very, very, very good movie. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Called Coming to Africa. We went to the premiere. We sat there. We met Khalil Kane, who you guys remember him from Juice, the movie Juice, and from the TV show Living Single and other shows, Girlfriends. He was in the movie. Power was in the movie acting. So Power, man of many talents, a woman of many talents, Power jumping over bushes to get to his wife. So he's very athletic. So we see all that coming to fruition through self-determination. What about the movie? When is it coming out for the public and how can they access it?
November 27th, it'll be available on all streaming platforms except for Netflix. Let's see, that's Amazon Prime Video, all of that good stuff, Apple TV, and it'll be available worldwide. So wherever you are, family, you want to check it out, please support. So, and all of the revenue that you get from renting, purchasing the movie is being funneled directly into Coming to Africa 2, which is already in production. Not production, like we're not shooting, but we're creating. So, you know what I'm saying? We're getting storylines worked out and everything like that. And I think I've had comments from a few Ghanaians that have seen the movie, and that was like our primary objective. We wanted to make sure that we was culturally correct, very respectful, and depicting the life of our brothers and sisters on the continent, because a lot of us don't know that was the main objective for the movie, was to show people that Africa is not bushes and trees and fat babies and flies. So we have fat stomach babies and flies. So we have debunked that myth. That's a wrap on that. And once you put it on film, it's there forever. So
Right.
we're trying to do our job.
Yeah.
And who's gonna be coming to Africa too?
Corey, quick.
Hey. So we got a couple of questions here. Of course, our kids want to know, will it be on Disney? We got Fan Brit asking, will it be on Hulu? And our kids are also saying, I can't wait for Coming to Africa too. They were there at the premiere. So they saw the first one. We had it virtually streaming in our homes, on our phones, driving home from Tennessee at the premiere.
No, don't say that.
Oh, okay. Don't say that.
Yeah, because you got movies streaming while you're driving.
Oh, I mean, I was listening. They were watching.
I was watching. She was listening.
Right. And then, Chime Bright is saying, let's make
I was watching, she was listening.
I know, right? Let me just keep on keeping on. So Shine Bright says, let's make sure we support by renting and purchasing this movie next Friday. And speaking of support, of course, we all have our initiatives that we all need support on. So Imada Gabe Diaz, that's Gabe, Corey. Hey, Gabe.
Hey, what's up, Gabe?
Thank you for connecting us to our distant relatives.
When I'm in my camo, music is my ammo. Bass, drums, guitar, and piano. That's one of Gabe's songs.
Yeah, Gabe is an artist. He's a musician, and that's one of his songs that Corey is singing. He can get you for copyright. You keep it up.
Now I'm promoting it, brother. I got a background singing gig with him. I got an acting gig with Living My Best Life in Ghana and Coming to Africa 2, 3, 4, and 5.
And just in case any of y'all are ever wondering, Fan Brit is a witness. Quita ain't never scared. Okay, so we are all ready. What I was just going to bring up is that, of course, you can also partner with us right here, Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life, in order to help fund future productions, because we are currently in our production for our
Harambe for the Holidays Live. It's going to be use green screen technology instead of having the full set. We'll use the green screen. We have a film producer who was featured a few episodes ago.
And tell them how Living My Best Life in Ghana.
And Living My Best Life in Ghana, they will be on the continent at that time. And they're going to actually give us some footage from a marketplace and talk to us about what the marketplace experience is like in West Africa when it's time to exercise our ujamaa, or our cooperative economics.
So we're just going to be showing right now, so that you know what type of production you're supporting. We're going to be showing a little bit of this year's production. This is what's happening in the studio. We have those little children down front that are, a part of the scene. We have our overlay in the back. We have our dancers on the screen, on the stage, and there are even children at the back. So there's a lot of people involved. And just so that you know how this comes together this year, we start out with a green screen. So the brother right there to the left of Corey, he's the djembe fola. You see little Rosie on the stage. She provided our word on the street. And we just involve everyone that we can. And so that green screen, our production crew, they put the images on the back of the screen behind the performers, so that we don't have to worry about this year bringing in a set and doing all of those things. So these are just some of the different test footage, so we can see what kind of images, what kind of set, what we're going to do this year.
So yeah, guys, so we're looking forward to, again, that's December 26th, the day after Christmas. It is a live stream. It's going to be a mixture of pre-recorded footage. It's going to feature a folk tale that's told by yours truly and acted out by a talented cast of dancers and performers. It's also going to feature live interviews from people like our family at Living My Best Life in Ghana.
Speaking of which, Felicia Brown says, peace, family, and Sonovia says too, hey to my favorite family.
And Africans over in Kenya, Tanzania, and Ghana. So we're going to have a great time with our Kwanzaa celebration this year. So Future and Power, we want to thank you. Don't go anywhere. We're going to put you backstage.
Did y'all have any closing remarks about your Kwanzaa, about your water initiative, about your plans for the continent when you get there, anything at all you want to say?
Yes, I just want to say this initiative is our initiative. It's not just for me and Power and Limblick. This represents Africans doing for Africans. And if you want to be part of this, all you have to do is generate yourself and join yourself with us. We are collectivizing on all levels. I'm looking forward to as many Limblick family being extras in the next Coming to Africa movie. I'm looking forward to us putting on productions on the continent in a big way as diasporans. We have to bring our beautiful culture with us, but only in an African-centered way. And we know how to do that as renewed Africans, purge the European concepts and the system of racism and white supremacy. We deserve to have the best, and we're going to give the best of ourselves and make our Creator and our ancestors proud of us. Thank you for having us. It was a beautiful time. Power has gone on. He had some people meeting him, and he had to run on. But we love y'all, and thank y'all so much. Thank you for having us, and bring us back anytime.
Absolutely. Well, we definitely appreciate you. And then we are going to move on to our final segment, guys. And this is always a short and sweet segment where we show you our plant-based treats, and then we come right back to say goodbye. So I'm just going to show you something that I made for my family, for my friends. I almost always give away food. But if you're wondering, well, what is that on the plate? We can't see that very well. We'll tell you right now.
Use chopped vegetables, fresh or frozen. Cover with the lid. Cook on medium heat, 10 to 12 minutes. You don't need any oil because the vegetables will release water and soften up. Season the extra firm tofu. If you eat meat, the texture is kind of like deli meat. Bake 20 minutes or air fry it 10 minutes. This tofu is from another dish. This is how the tofu looks when it's cooked.
So we got our dough rolled out, all rolled out, the dough. We're gonna go ahead and add the topping. Spread it all out. All right, so let's roll this up. So whether you make the dough yourself or you purchase the dough, and you can use frozen vegetables. They are a great addition. You can buy that bag that has like onions and what else is in there? Onions and peppers, bag of frozen spinach. Do the same exact thing because you're just trying to increase those vegetables. All right, so we're gonna pinch this part closed. Just ball it up, literally, just like that. Same thing over here. Pull that over, tuck it in, just like a blanket. Ball it up, and then you're gonna pinch those parts closed right there, so that it's just a seam. And then I'm going to bake it with that part down. So when I put it on the pan to bake, it'll be down that way. Awesome.
We use Earth Balance butter to give the bread a delicious finish. It's plant-based and it's tasty.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that treat for the day. It looks like people definitely thought it was delicious. I think she's tasted it. That's why she's saying that. Fan Britt, yes. Thank you for the review. And Bliss B says, great recipe. And our kids said that stuffed bread was so good.
It was smack.
Yeah, that's one of those slang words we discovered from our kids. Well, guys, we're going to say goodbye. People were saying goodbye to Aunt and Uncle Future. That was our children. People were clapping. Corey Zenobia and Shine Bright and Felicia Brown. And I don't know why, but Christiana got some kudos. Yes, Christiana. I think it was for her voiceover. Yeah, because she was the voiceover in that food video for the plant-based treats. So Shine Bright, yep, she's tasted that before too. Good. So thank you, Zenobia. She says that looks really good. We hope you've enjoyed this episode today.
A blind guy,
His wife,
their life live.
Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays from 11:15 to 11:45.
All right, and to say goodbye, deuces.
Deuces.